Hi, we're going to practice some structures today in 15 different sentences. And each sentence will have 2 or 3 possibilities as far as verb tenses. Okay, let's look at the first sentence together. He apologized after realizing his mistake. Repeat. You could also say, he apologized after he realized his mistake. Repeat. Or you could say, he apologized after he had realized his mistake. Repeat. So really, in these 3 examples, there's no difference whatsoever as far as meaning is concerned. All right, let's look at number 2. They moved abroad after saving enough money. Repeat. They moved abroad after they saved enough money. Repeat. They moved abroad after they had saved enough money. Repeat. So you see in the second example, we use the simple past tense in the second verb. And in the third example, we use the past perfect, had saved. Okay? Because, like we say, it was an action that was farther back in the past. Although oftentimes in just regular conversation, people will use the simple past tense quite a lot. Let's look at number 3. She went to bed after finishing her homework. Repeat. She went to bed after she finished her homework. Repeat. She went to bed after she had finished her homework. Repeat. Number 4. We celebrated after completing the project on time. Repeat. We celebrated after we completed the project on time. Repeat. We celebrated after we had completed the project on time. Repeat. And like I said before, there's no difference in meaning. Now, some purists may say that the third example is the best because we're separating the 2 verbs, the first verb being in the simple past tense and the second verb being in the past perfect, because it was an activity that happened first before the other verb. However, like I said, lots of times simple past tense will win. Number 5. I called my friend after hearing the good news. Repeat. I called my friend after I heard the good news. Repeat. Or, I called my friend after I had heard the good news. Repeat. Okay, so let's do the next sentences and you will make the modification. Okay, let's try it. 6. The teacher smiled after noticing the student's effort. Okay, make a change with the simple past tense. The teacher smiled after he noticed the student's effort. Repeat. Now I said he, it could have been she too if it had been a female teacher, right? Now, the third example, use the past perfect. The teacher smiled after he had noticed the student's effort. Repeat. Number 7. He turned off the lights after locking the door. Repeat. Now change the second verb to the simple past tense. He turned off the lights after he locked the door. Repeat. Now the past perfect. He turned off the lights after he had locked the door. Repeat. Eight. They rested after walking for several hours. Repeat. Change the second verb to the simple past tense. They rested after they walked for several hours. Repeat. Now change to the past perfect. They rested after they had walked for several hours. Repeat. 9. She felt relieved after passing the difficult exam. Repeat. Change the second verb to the simple past tense. She felt relieved after she passed the difficult exam. Repeat. And change to the past perfect. She felt relieved after she had passed the difficult exam. Repeat. 10. We left the restaurant after paying the bill. Repeat. Now change the second verb to the simple past tense. We left the restaurant after we paid the bill. Repeat. Now change to the past perfect. We left the restaurant after we had paid the bill. Repeat. "11. I took a break after working non-stop all morning." Repeat. Change the second verb to the simple past tense. I took a break after I worked non-stop all morning. Repeat. Now change the second verb to the past perfect tense. I took a break after I had worked non-stop all morning. Repeat. "12. The children laughed after watching the funny video." Repeat. Change the second verb to the simple past tense. The children laughed after they watched the funny video. Repeat. Now change it to the past perfect tense. The children laughed after they had watched the funny video. Repeat. "13. He changed his plans after receiving new information." Repeat. Change the second verb to the simple past tense. He changed his plans after he received new information. Repeat. Now change the second verb to the past perfect tense. He changed his plans after he had received new information. Repeat. "14. They cleaned the kitchen after cooking dinner together." Repeat. Now change the second verb to the simple past tense. They cleaned the kitchen after they cooked dinner together. Repeat. Now change the second verb to the past perfect tense. They cleaned the kitchen after they had cooked dinner together. Repeat. Number 15. She relaxed after finishing all her chores. Repeat. Now change the second verb to the simple past tense. She relaxed after she finished all her chores. Repeat. And now change the verb to the past perfect tense. She relaxed after she had finished all her chores. Repeat. Well, that was a good job, huh? Because each sentence we said 3 times in different ways, of course. One time when we changed the second verb to the simple past tense, and then after that to the past perfect tense. So this activity has given you a lot of practice using these tenses. And of course, the sentences are a little bit longer. We have 2 actions in each sentence. Well, before I close today, I'd just like to remind you to subscribe to this channel if you have not already done so. It'll make it a lot easier for you to find different activities in my playlists, which you can see here in the box below. Also, in the future, I will be preparing videos for business English, and these will be advanced, intermediate, and advanced dictations. So you'll be mostly doing listening and writing, plus I will be giving you the answer key so you can make your own corrections. All right? So this is for students who want something a little bit more advanced when it comes to writing. Well, I'll say goodbye to you for today, and I look forward to seeing you in a future video. Take care. Bye-bye.